Huge spending cuts take effect in a day and a half and still no deal to avoid the sequester. It's our lead story at 5:30. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Republicans and Democrats are calling for compromise, yet each are blaming the other for not being willing to reach a deal. White House Press Secretary Jay Carney says the ball to get things moving is in the court of congressional leaders.
So the president looks forward to a conversation when he has this meeting that is constructive and that includes suggestions by leaders about how we can move forward towards the kind of balanced deficit reduction that this is all about.
Higher education is just one area scheduled for cuts if Congress does not reach a deal. It's possible that some federal funded programs will lose its funding source completely. And as Fei Lee reports, it could prove to be painful for individual students on work study.
The deadline for Congress to reach a deal is looming, but universities and community colleges in Michigan are still unsure exactly how much they'll lose.
I'm very optimistic that before the impact would hit LCC.
But if the impact hits, it can be painful. LCC gets about $4 million from the federal government every year. Any cuts to that can mean less money for work study and less for students needing the extra support, like displaced homemakers and single parents.
The problem with the effects of sequestration, at least on our campus, is it affects those who need it the most.
Four-year institutions like Michigan State are also looking closely at negotiations in Washington. Experts say sequestration includes cuts to discretionary programs.
For example, the National Institutes of Health and other discretionary research programs are cut by almost $400 million. That's a big number. It means grants that researchers currently have will not be renewed in coming years, or the funding would be drastically cut.
An example of a federal-funded project that may bear the burden? The FRIP. If sequestration goes into effect, will the project move slower? Will it stop? Experts say that's where it becomes difficult for the budget team at universities and community colleges.
It's a very, very confusing time to try to run an institution that relies on government funding right now. You don't know what is going to happen on Friday, and you don't know if Congress will fix it on Saturday.
In Ingham County, Fei Lee, Fox 47 News.
Michigan State University released a statement today saying it doesn't know what the exact impacts are. Experts point out the sequester cuts don't all happen on Friday. If no deal is reached, the series of cuts get phased in over 10 years.